Hello students, today we are going to learn what is cloud computing, what are the advantages of cloud computing. So we have already done with the introduction of cloud computing and types of cloud, but again I am repeating it as this is the video lecture which is being get recorded and it is for your future use. Okay. So first it is what is cloud computing. So whenever I want to use some kind of the software or hardware, or I want to use some of the remote servers that are not available or installed on my PC, and I have to uh, call or use that use the softwares which is going to be which are installed on the remote servers. So I am accessing that one via internet, so I can call it as one of the type of cloud. Fine. So the cloud computing, it is nothing but the network or the internet, which is a technology that uses a remote service on the internet to store, manage, or access the data which is available there online, or that are available on the remote system on the local drives. So that can be anything such as files, images, documents, anything you want to access via internet or which is situated at the remote servers, then that is called as type of cloud. Fine. So developing there are following operations that we can do with the cloud computing. First, you can develop a new application or services. Next, you can have a storage or the backup or the recovery data. Next, we can have hosting blocks. You can develop a hosting blocks remotely, and you can develop there the websites that online free tutorials or online free templates are available to build the website. You can post a delivery of your softwares on demand. You can analyze that data and you can stream that data. So why it is cloud computing? Because whenever I want to use the pay per use service, then I can use the cloud. Fine. It is available anywhere. The condition is that you must have internet. So in the server room, there should be a database server, mail server, networking, firewalls, router, modems, and switches, or anything. So you have to build that one, and then you can go for the IT company's establishment. Fine. If I don't want to establish all those things, then I can use directly pay per use cloud computing, the resources that they are available with the cloud computing. So what are the characteristics of cloud? The characteristics of cloud computing are agility. Fine. So cloud work in the distributed computing environment, and it shares the resources among the users, and then that is very fast. That's what it is called as agility. Next, they are highly available and reliable. Next, it is having a scalable. Scalable means the number of users that you increases on demand on the cloud, but it will not give the effect of the request. That means it will not slow down as compared to the number of users increases. That is called as scalability. Next, it is multi-sharing. That means multiple user can share the data, or the multiple user can share the resources that they are available. Next, device and location independency. Next, there is a maintenance. Next, there is a low cost. Maintenance cost is not required on the client basis. The it is to be get applied on the providers that they are available. Next, it is low cost, as you have to first you can just take care of your development. Just take care of your software that you are going to develop, not the whole infrastructure that you are using. That's why it is of low cost. Next, services in the pay per use mode. That means whatever you use, then you have to pay that one. Right? Then advantages and disadvantages of the cloud computing. So there are certain advantages and disadvantages in the cloud computing. We'll see first of all the advantages. First, the data is highly secured. Next, the data is backup and restored. We can improve the collaboration. We can have excellent accessibility. We can have low cost maintenance. We can have mobility. Mobility means you can move the data from here and there, as it is available anywhere wherever you go. Then unlimited storage capacity. Then we can have services in pay per use. So these are overall the advantages of the cloud computing. Next, we can have disadvantages of the cloud computing. First, it's the internet connectivity. You must have, that means the cloud computing is depending on your internet connectivity. If you don't have that internet connectivity, then it will not run, not at all. Fine. Next, we have a vendor lock. Vendor lock means what? It is the biggest disadvantage of cloud computing. Organizations may face a problem in transferring their services from one vendor to another vendor. That's why it is called as a vendor lock. मतलब आपको vendor जो मिला हुआ है उसकी सर्विसेज आपको अगर ट्रांसफर करनी है, so it is very difficult to transfer that one. Then we can have a limited control. Next, the security is very less. Fine, we have to, as we don't have to get bother about the security, but there are some of the security mechanisms that they are going to be applied using when the software providers or the cloud service providers have to take care of this security issues. So hackers will play a very important role while traveling a data on the internet. So these are some of the disadvantages of the cloud computing. Next, we can have some of the prominent cloud computing environment. First is 1990, we have developed their Salesforce.com as a software, as a cloud computing environment. So it is providing software as a cloud, that is a SaaS service provider. Then we have Amazon. Amazon is providing elastic cloud computing. That means it is very trusted and a commercial service open uh, to be get employed by the Amazon services. Next, we have a Google app. Next, Microsoft Azure, that is Windows Azure, that very prominent a very prominent software that is available there in the Microsoft, that is Windows Azure, this one. So next we are having cloud computing architecture. All these things you are already known. That's why I'm uh, just giving the recall of it. Fine. So main is the cloud computing architecture. Here in the cloud computing architecture, we are having architecture. We are having the front end and the back end. Fine. So we are having a client infrastructure here, and in between the client infrastructure, that means client machine and the cloud machine, we are having internet there. So client is just accessing or sending request to the backend, and according to the request, the replied will be get back from the server. Server is there in the cloud. Fine. So front end, it is used by the client. It contains client-side infrastructure and applications that are required to access the cloud computing platform. That means if I want to open the software of my Salesforce, fine, whatever the software that is developed using the Salesforce, then I have to open here the tab or in or Chrome or the web browser, and I have to type there the salesforce.com, and then I have to log in there and I can access that one. Fine. So that are the steps. So that is called as the front end. Fine. So in the back end, we are having multiple service provider. It manages all the resources that are required to provide a cloud computing services. It includes a huge amount of data storage, security, and mechanism. Fine. So in the backend, we are having a bunch of softwares, like we can have a security handling softwares. We can have runtime cloud, we can have service cloud, we can have application cloud, we can have infrastructure cloud. In between that one, we can have a storage and some of the many more bunching of the applications of the software that we are using here in the backend. So this is overall architecture of cloud computing. So we can have components of the cloud. First is the client infrastructure. Client infrastructure is a front end development. It provides a graphical user interface, that whatever I gave you already the example, like if I want to open any of the software that is developed or situated in the Salesforce, then I have to open the Google Chrome. So that is called as a client infrastructure, that it is providing a GUI. Fine. Next, we are having the application in the backend. So application may be any software or platform that client want to access. Next we can have service that manages which type of the service you can according to the client requirement. And next we are having a software as a service cloud, software as a then platform as a service, then infrastructure as a service. In detail we will go in the next lecture further what do you mean by this software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Fine. So we are having many more advantages, disadvantages, and part of the cloud computing architecture. Fine. So bye bye, take care, and we will see in the next lecture what is software as a service, platform as a service, and and infrastructure as a service. Thank you.